The Life and Sad Ending of Angie Stone. Angie Stone was born Angela Laverne Brown on December 18, 1961, in Columbia, South Carolina, where she began singing gospel music at First Nazareth Baptist Church, under the leadership of Reverend Blakely N. Her father, a member of a local gospel quartet, took Stone to see performances by gospel artists such as the Singing Angels and the Gospel Keynotes. In the late 1970s, when Stone was 16, she formed the rap trio The Sequence, a female hip-hop act, also consisting of Cheryl the Pearl Cook and Gwendolyn Blondie Chisholm. They were the second rap group signed to the Sugar Hill Records after auditioning for manager Sylvia Robinson backstage at a Sugar Hill Gang concert in South Carolina. In 1980, The Sequence scored a hit with their single Funk You Up, which reached number 15 on the U.S. Top Black Singles chart. The trio enjoyed a series of rap hits as the first female rap group during the early years of hip-hop. Singles such as Monster Jam featuring rapper Spoonie G and Funky Sound kept the band touring, with Robinson acting as their mentor. The group faded into obscurity as hip-hop changed from its original party sound to a more gritty street art form, and the trio eventually disbanded in 1985. Stone then worked with hip-hop and electro-funk music group Mantronix, before becoming the lead vocalist of the trio Vertical Hold, which released the popular single Seems You're Much Too Busy as well as two albums, A Matter of Time and Head First. In 1996, Stone teamed up with Jerry DeVoe, singer Lenny Kravitz's cousin, and Charlie Mole to form the group DeVox. They recorded one album, DeVox featuring Angie B. Stone, released in Japan by Toshiba Emi. Selected cuts were featured on Jerry DeVoe's Front of the Line via the Expansion Records, which also included Stone-penned material. Stone also shared songwriting credits on D'Angelo's first two studio albums, Brown Sugar and Voodoo, as well as provided backing vocals when on tour with him. She also served as a backing vocalist on Lenny Kravitz's fifth studio album, 5. In the late 1990s, Arista Records' then A&R manager Peter Edge brought Stone to label head Clive Davis' attention. He offered her a solo recording contract with the label, and in September 1999, her debut solo album, Black Diamond, was released. Named after her then teenage daughter Diamond Tiara, it was released to positive reviews from music critics and reached the top 10 on Billboard's U.S. Top R&B Hip-Hop Albums chart. Black Diamond was eventually certified gold by both the Recording Industry Association of America and the British Phonographic Industry, and spawned the adult R&B song's #1 hit No More Rain. The single earned Stone 2 nominations at the 2000 Soul Train Music Awards. In 2000, Stone transitioned from Arista to music manager Clive Davis' Venture J Records. Also that year, she recorded the theme song for the UPN, the CW sitcom Girlfriends, starring Tracy Ellis Ross. She then released her second album Mahogany Soul on October 16, 2001, with the label. Involving a wider range of contemporary R&B musicians, Stone collaborated with Carvin and Ivan, Raphael Sadiq, Swizz Beatz, Alicia Keys, and Eve on much of the album. Released to favorable reviews, it peaked at number 4 on the U.S. Top R&B Hip-Hop Albums, while reaching the top 20 of the Dutch, Finnish, and Flemish album charts. Again, Stone was awarded gold by BPI and RIAA for Mahogany Soul. Wish I Didn't Miss You, the album's second single, became her biggest international hit yet, reaching the top 10 in Australia and Belgium as well as the top of Billboard's dance club songs. More Than Woman, a duet with singer Joe, earned Stone her first Grammy Award nomination in the Best R&B Performance by a Duo or Group with Vocals category at the 45th ceremony. In 2002, Stone had a guest role on Girlfriends and played store owner Madame Mambuza in the American teen comedy The Hot Chick, starring Rob Schneider. The film scored generally negative reviews from film critics for its vulgar and lowbrow humor but became a moderate box office success in the U.S. The following year, the singer appeared in the role of Alma in Jonathan Lynn's musical comedy drama The Fighting Temptations alongside Cuba Gooding Jr. and Beyoncé. Released to mixed reviews, it was commercially less successful than The Hot Chick. Stone recorded Rain Down, a duet with Eddie Levert, for the accompanying soundtrack. Stone Love, her third album, was released in June 2004. Davis consulted Warren Campbell, Jazzy Faw, and Missy Elliott to work with Stone, who penned and produced half of the final track listing herself. The album debuted at number 14 on the U.S. Billboard 200, selling 53,000 copies in its first week of release, and entered the top 20 in Belgium, Finland, Sweden, and the Netherlands. Its release was preceded by the single I Wanna Thank Ya featuring Snoop Dogg, a top 5 hit in Belgium, and Stone's second chart topper on the U.S. dance club songs. In 2005, Stone began recording what was expected to become her fifth regular album, but to save costs J Records asked her to transfer her new material, including the previously unreleased single I Wasn't Kidding, to her first compilation album Stone Hits, The Very Best of Angie Stone, comprising songs from her first 3 albums. After 5 years with the company, Stone subsequently asked for and received an unconditional release from the label at the end of 2005. In 2006, Stone appeared on the VH1's reality television series Celebrity Fit Club for the 4th season, which began on August 6, 2006. While on the show, she lost 18 pounds, the second lowest loss in the history of the show. The same year, Stone signed to the reworked Stax Records. Her 4th studio album The Art of Love and War, a reference to her experiences in her final days at J Records, where it had become expected that she would help develop new talent, was released on October 15, 2007. The album debuted at number 11 on the U.S. Billboard 200, selling 45,000 copies in its first week, becoming Stone's highest-charting album to date, as well as her first and only album to date to top the top R&B, hip-hop albums chart. The lead single Baby, a duet with Betty Wright, became her second number 1 hit on the U.S. Adult R&B Songs and earned Stone her 3rd nomination at the 50th Annual Grammy Awards. Stone's second effort with Stax Records, her 5th studio album Unexpected, was released in November 2009. With its title partly referencing Stone's sudden and devastating loss of her father who unexpectedly died in the midst of her recording sessions for the album, it marked a slight move away from Stone's signature sound in favor of more upbeat R&B and funk influences. A commercial failure, the album debuted and peaked at number 133 on the U.S. Billboard 200 and failed to chart elsewhere. I Ain't Hearin' You, the album's lead single, reached number 14 on Billboard's Adult R&B Songs. In 2009, Stone had a minor role as a strip club owner in Rockmond Dunbar's comedy drama Pastor Brown. Also that year, she sang Wade in the Water in the civil rights documentary Soundtrack for a Revolution. In 2010, Stone then played the head matron of an all-girls school in the film, Schoolgirls, directed by Nick Cannon, which featured many Def Jam artists. Along with Nene Leakes, Stone co-starred in the play Loving Him Is Killing Me that was performed in Washington, D.C., Miami, and Philadelphia in May 2011. The play was written by Theo London and also starred Tyson Beckford and Christopher Williams. In 2012, Stone signed to Saguaro Road Records, an in-house music recording label of Time Life, and released Rich Girl on September 25, 2012. Actor Malcolm Jamal Warner contributed a poetry slam-style spoken-word interlude to the record. Stone and Brian McKnight, who starred together in Chicago on Broadway, toured nationally in a production of Hinton Battle's Love Lies, which started with an engagement at the Warner Theater in Washington, D.C. in April 2013. In November 2015, Stone released her seventh studio album Dream on Shanashi Entertainment in collaboration with Top Notch Music and Conjunction Entertainment. Producer Walter Millsap III and Stone co-wrote the majority of the album with a core group that also included former The Clutch members Candice Nelson, Balewa Muhammad, and producer Hallway Productions. The album's first single, Two Bad Habits, became a minor hit on the adult R&B songs chart. Following another label change, Stone released the cover album Covered in Soul through Golden Lane Records, compromising rendition of popular Phil Collins, Hot Chocolate, and Neil Diamond songs. Preceded by the single These Eyes, a cover of the same titled the Guess the Who song, it failed to chart. In July 2019, Stone released her ninth studio album Full Circle, on Conjunction Entertainment and Cleopatra Records. The album features the lead single Dinosaur, produced by Walter Millsap III and Hallway Productions. Stone has two children. Stone's daughter, Diamond, was born in 1984 and is from her marriage to Rodney Stone. Diamond contributed background vocals to Stone's 2007 song Baby. Diamond gave birth to Stone's grandson in 2008 and another grandchild in July 2012. During the 1990s, Stone dated neo-soul singer D'Angelo for 4 years. Their son, Michael D'Angelo Archer II, was born in 1998. Stone lives in Atlanta, Georgia with her son, Michael, and her daughter, Diamond. In March 2015, it was reported that Stone had been arrested for assaulting her 30-year-old daughter. Stone was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes in 1999. Stone said that both her mother and her mother's sister were diabetic.